cyberspace. Every move we make echoes through the land, shaping the future, powering demand, building the grids, storing the might. Kings of the grid, we keep the kingdom tight. The people of the crystal, where the power really shows. Rising up through the storm, in this race we transform. Cyberspace, ready to rise, take the power and lead in this game of energy. We a new breed, from digital realms to cities we own. Cosmic energy, we're taking the throne. This is the future, the past is always tense. Start thinking like a tycoon and make it make sense. Energy, we a new breed, from digital realms to cities we own. Cosmic energy, we're taking the throne. This is the future, the past is always tense. Stop thinking like a tycoon and make it make sense.
Yes, happy Thursday. Thursday.
Hey.
How's it going,
It's Red Night.
It is Red Night. We coordinated. That's it.
There you go.
Let me get to the map. I already got it pulled up. I'm ready. And there we go. And there, I got it. And that's what I get. Everybody got to know. I got glitchiness over here because there's storms. And if I disappear, that's what happened. We got some lightning and craziness here. But yes, there you go, man.
I'll be here.
Gotta check in.
It's a beautiful evening here. It's 48 degrees and clear.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. 40. It was getting a little chilly. But yeah,
it might go down. It might go down. We might hit 32 tonight.
Oh, that's
still cold up here.
It's spring, isn't it? Is it spring?
That's the rumor.
No, when is that? What is that? April? What is that?
No, it is officially spring.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah.
March 21st, I think.
Okay,
spring started.
Right. Gotcha.
But yeah, March to June.
All right, check it in.
May, June. Yeah.
Oh, look, see, they're just late too. It's all good. Everybody must have storms.
There was a little there was a flurry. I have a map up myself. I saw a bunch of people checking in. So it was good.
Good stuff. RSVP.
Here comes something out of ready? Boom.
Yep. Let's see. You're gonna just gobble it up on the east.
There it is. Oh, local.
It's not gonna even reach past Jersey. It's not gonna reach past Jersey. There you go. Good stuff. But yeah, a lot of news.
I just fed the Cookie Monster.
There you go. Yeah. We've been looking at the fear and greed. I don't have it up yet, but I should. Let me see.
I got it.
Okay, right on. You got it.
Let's see. Present.
It is. I think who knows? People are all over the place. I think it maybe popped up a little bit. We'll see. Look, see everybody coming in. There you go. Right on, everybody. All over the world. Check it out.
There it is. You pop that down. I'll pop this one up.
Yep.
There it is. Oh, 39.
We're in the green. Look at that. For no reason.
We're almost into the neutral thing there.
They don't even know why. It's all good.
Well, it's still on the fear, but
that's weird that fear would be green. That's weird.
Because it's a buying opportunity, right?
Oh, there you go. Okay, I got you.
But
that's not fear though. That's not. I guess whatever. I get it.
It's a psychological twist, right? It's green, so those people. This is the fear and greed for Warren Buffett.
Yes, green means go.
Green means be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy while others are fearful.
There you go.
Green, you get in there when buy the dips.
Make it happen.
Had plenty of dip this week.
It did plenty of dip, up and then dip again. Yes,
that's right.
But yeah, crazy.
Yeah. So there you go. And of course, let's see. Since I'm here, I can switch over to this one. There it is. The hour is looking better than the bigger market picture right there.
What was the day?
A little bit more green in there.
Were you on the day before?
I was on the big one, the market cap and price for that. But the day is still a little more red. Just a little bit green out there. But the market cap and price will show you the Bitcoin still under 80, ETH 1520. So and XRP hugging that $2 mark.
It's right there, man. It's crazy.
there.
Yep.
But that's it. There's the, it's green in the fear. Go get yourself some.
Yeah.
What else do I have? That's it.
You got it? Well, I'll let you go through the chat while I get everything over here. They're going.
Okay. I was just going to show off my other one. That one doesn't move as much as the, there it is. I will show this off. The other fear and greed is at 63. So it's that one has come down. It's been up for a while, but as you can see there, we took that spike down with everybody else. And if I move this over, you don't see. But as you're watching the price of Bitcoin going up here, and this is the fear and greed that they have overlaid with that. So obviously everybody's in fear. If I go zoom in to just this year, you can see that the confidence level is down to 61. The price of Bitcoin 76. So we're ready to start turning things around here.
There you go.
That's it. And then, we're checking out the chat. I don't know if you put any of these up.
Yep.
Susie QB. Thirsty Thursday with the wise guys. Never seems to be a shortage of news when it comes to crypto. Bring it on.
Yep. Crazy.
Lulu in the house. I could be your lucky penny. You could be my 4-leaf clover starting over. I think that's a famous song line, isn't it?
He does. He goes good with that. Yeah.
Thirsty Thursday with all the beverages available.
Every one of them. Hey, see, he's telling me Storm's almost here. I know. It's crazy.
Dan in the house. Happy Thirsty Thursday, wise guys.
There you go.
Crypto Buffy with the 35.
Oh, that's with the fear and greed.
Yes. Oh, good. You're a little low, but I like it.
That's not bad.
Right there.
There's
Yo.
Good to see you, man.
Apex in the house. And Comfy. What's up, boys?
Yep.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Excellent. Thanks for showing up, everybody. Appreciate it. 30 people in the room. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button, please.
There you go.
Love it.
Good stuff, man. All right.
Meme coins.
Yeah, meme coin.
What's a meme coin?
Yeah, I don't know. But these are a little different. They're not the, it says the degeneracy, but this is more like DeSci. If you've been starting to hear that stuff, Vitalik has been talking about it. Decentralized science, right? And I'll pull up this. Let me turn on something to be in the background. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. But and look, I wasn't gonna hop over here, but it's cool. Like I said, it's not like Pump.fun over here. Okay, everybody. But it is it's a little different. This is how you are funding some anti-aging programs. Yeah. Pump.science. Yeah.
Like that. I like it.
I'm not telling you to go over there. Don't be in, this is not financial advice. Just saying that this is what we're talking about, right? And it's very interesting. There's this other thing called VitaDAO. You might have heard of that one. That's kind of pretty popular. But using crypto speculation to research longevity and anti-aging treatments. Yeah, I think that's a good effort. Instead of just pump my bags. So we'll see. But there's community participation over here. Token holders can decide which compounds, right over here, right? You can decide what compounds to research and fund experiments through their purchases and trades and fees and all those things that they redirected for research. Yeah. Pump.science has launched its first anti-aging treatment. Yeah. Supplement.
Wow.
It's a supplement. It's called Urolithin. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I think it's Urolithin A or Urolithin. I don't know. You ever heard of it?
I've never heard of it, but you sound very funny when you say it. I'm sorry.
Urolithin.
Like you're trying to fake your lisp or something. Urolithin.
That's right.
It's like, wait, what was Lucille Ball? Vita Vegemin. And, it sounds like you're drunk like that.
Right. But early experiments have shown increased lifespan in worms and in flies. Look at that. Right.
You can increase the lifespan of worms, but the flies, I don't need any more of them. You let them die off early.
That's right. Testing is ongoing with mice, but it's showing some mixed results. Yeah. But the crowdsourced type of research, token holders track anti-aging biomarkers and using devices like Apple Watch to contribute research. So there's wearables, right? You're starting to hear about these things, especially with the health industry, with weight loss, A lot of people have been using them steps, right?
Sure.
But this is just going a little further. It's like I said, it's very interesting. I did not know that meme coins are being used like this. Yeah. So there you go. But now in comparison with VitaDAO has been. Let me see if I can get it on there too. It's probably down here.
Is the meme like the grandpa from Simpsons? With the water and the cane and.
Yes, it is.
So you kids.
So VitaDAO has been operational a little longer, funding multiple projects and collaborating with pharma giants like Pfizer. There you go. we see a lot of those on CNN.
You trying to get us canceled?
Hey, I'm just telling you. Look, it's there. It's on. It's an article. Yeah, I'm not promoting or endorsing Pfizer. Yeah, but it is what it is. Emphasis on there's a lot of transparency with VitaDAO. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's why we like DAOs. That's why you'll start seeing them big time, right?
Transparency with VitaDAO, but not with Pfizer.
Not with Pfizer, yeah. But I won't say that. I do not know. There's collaboration with them, and maybe they can help with some transparency over there. I would be very, very much encouraged for that. So
yeah, I think I'll say it. When VitaDAO does something successful, Pfizer's going to come in and say, "Oh, good, that's great. Let's take that over to our lab now, and you guys just go your merry way."
Yes, there you go. But look, all kinds of things. Vita RNA recently filed its patent. I mean, they are doing things. So you will start hearing this narrative, right? Because again, Vitalik. I mean, he's been really kind of talking about this because I know he's not a big fan of the meme coin and all the speculative things. You can tell that by ETH. He's not a token pumper, but yes, he's into this decentralized science. And if it's interesting, like I said, I think it is. You should take a look at these things. Like I said, this is pretty cool, but there isn't a lot of things. I mean, some of this is not. It's not crushing it over here, but interesting what they're doing. Look how it worms. It's crazy. But yes, I just want to start it off with that because that's something you don't hear about it as much. There you go.
My crypto adventures. Happy Thursday, Web3 Wise Guys fam. Constantly nurturing knowledge.
Oh, I like it. There you go.
Alliteration.
It is. That's excellent. Now, getting into the news, right? Because this is nonstop. Mm-hmm. So you hear a lot of headlines and rumors about Trump. Trump is asking the Supreme Court to fire. Oh, come on now, fire Jerome Powell. See, look, he was going to get back at me. But here's what happened, and I do this. If you don't follow Kobayashi letter, it's pretty good. It's a good one to follow because, like, he really, or she, whoever they are, they give really straight news. It's not like so biased. I'm sure he has some word bias or whatever, but you'll see when I scroll down to the comments, pretty straight. President Trump asked the Supreme Court to let him fire top officials at 2 independent agencies. That's what Bloomberg, yeah? Mm. This could test whether Trump has the power to fire Fed Chair Jerome Powell. But Trump did not explicitly ask. But this is what you'll see on the news in the headlines, yeah?
Right.
So this is all I'm saying. It's good at least he kind of, gets it straight. Either or, it is extra powers that Trump is going to the Supreme Court for. Because you heard Jerome Powell before he even got in. He's like, well, yeah, President of the United States has no power over this independent agency, right? Again, not federal and no reserves. But again, like I said, it is your reporting is always perfect. I'm just saying, people are saying, correcting the headlines. That's what he's doing. Trump asked to fire Powell, and he said it is misleading, right? But he also said the other thing too. Trump is doing this wrong. So it is pretty good, straight-laced. If you don't follow Kobayashi letter, good one to follow. Yeah, great news there. And then, this was a retaliation today by China. They said that today, by reducing the number of American films that can be shown there, they asked him that. And his I'm not going to play that. You don't have to hear it all. But the whole room was laughing. And then he laughed. You can see he'll look up because that's what she's asking. And he's like, it's not that big a deal, right? They can do that to Hollywood all they want. Yeah, he doesn't even care. He's like, fight them or tariff them more. Yeah, do something, whatever. But it's interesting that this is back and forth. This is full on. I'm sure you've been following the stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. they just keep up in the game, man. And we'll see. Think they're not going to do too well with that. And now, billionaire investor Chamath Palihapitiya, and I'm
nice. That's good.
It is. But he's a billionaire, right? And he used to be working with Facebook, right? One of the big guys over there. Yeah. And he's just giving you some things of, he wants to expose the truth in these tariffs. It's more than a trade war, right? And it is. There's a lot of moving parts here. And everybody's starting to see that it is. It really has to do with bringing a lot of manufacturing, and not just manufacturing, a lot of stuff back to the United States. Because if you remember, even too, in the pandemic, we were short PPE. We couldn't even use certain masks or whatever where they telling you have to use them, and we would have to get them from over there. Pharmaceuticals over there, right? So it's in our national security to get all of this stuff back here on our homeland, right? So you don't have to, rely on an enemy, because they are an enemy, right? Not a war like we're dropping bombs and all that, but they're not looking out for our best interest. Yeah. So that's kind of what you're seeing. I'm giving you a little summary, but he's built, like I said, $1 billion company on Facebook as an executive, and he just giving you some knowledge here. Yeah. So he says since 2000, we've lost 5 million manufacturing jobs. And it is, I saw an interview the other day with a steel manufacturer, and he was so pumped. I think we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but man, he was giving it straight. Like, yeah, it's really going to hire 1,000, 1,500 people to a small town, and they're going to make 6 figures. These are good jobs, and it's going to pull poor people who have had, 40, 50,000 a year jobs back into the middle class. And that's kind of the big idea, what's going on, right? He also said, that's what he was saying at the end too, Wall Street had its turn. Now it's time for Main Street. And again, this is kind of what Chamath is talking about. The trade relationship with China has been fundamentally, we all know that, has been unbalanced. American products face steep tariffs in China, often at 25% plus. Yeah. And like Mr. Wonderful says all the time too, they 400%. Steal. Yeah.
He wants 400%.
Yes. Well, that's Mr. Wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
But his big thing too is IP rights, right? He was talking on a news interview today, and he said, man, look, when something hits a 5 or 10 million market cap, immediately the Chinese, right? And we're talking about the government, not the people. The Chinese immediately steal the IP, re-engineer it, make it over there for cheap, and then put it back on Amazon or whatever it is, Alibaba. And now that company is hammered. Yeah. So there is a lot more to it. But the result, our industrial heartland hollowed out, communities collapsed, and you can see it. I was like shocked many years ago looking at Detroit and just areas around Detroit, Ohio, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. And everybody's been whatever. You say it, people been shouting about it, but now somebody's finally doing something, and it's not going to be comfortable. This isn't going to be an easy road. These are real issues, man. Let's see. I'm going back. You got what up, Night Out? Good to see you. Wise Guys Time. Thank you for joining us. And you did that already, bro. His PFP is literally a milady. He is with the call. Is he all right? Right on. Right. That's awesome. Good evening, Wise Guys. Good to see you. Thank you, Floor. And yeah, his PFP is milady. That's awesome. Lou, listen, Chris Stapleton on my bike riding around Glenmore Reservoir. Love it, Lou. Yeah, it's good you're exercising. I need to get on a bike.
Out there.
That's right. So according to Chamath, the main beneficiaries weren't the average citizens. We just kind of said that. Yep. And paying minimal taxes, avoiding environmental regulations, and cutting labor costs. These are the things that are, trying to be fixed. American became reliant on foreign nations we said all this, right? And that's why I kind of jumped into that. But Trump's strategy targets 3 layers: basic consumer goods, 10%, industrial components, 20%, strategic technologies, 25 to 60. And that's the other thing. That's why it's crazy to hear. I was laughing when he first said, Greenland and doing things like that. But those are the rare earth minerals, right? Ukraine, rare earth minerals. Russia, rare earth minerals. These are all things where we can get supplies elsewhere, right? So it is. It's just a crazy thing, man. And then the greatest thing, these tariffs could generate up to $750 billion annually, enough to offset significant portions of income taxes for middle class. So as this starts to hurt, as this is going to be a little bit of an issue, they can use the 750 billion, and that's why he mentioned 150,000 and below, right? No taxes, and that'll offset that, right? Until everything gets back here, manufacturing starts spinning up, and listen, I know we all know AI is coming, but again, it's going to be. We don't know how it's going to look, but you're definitely going to need people to maintain that, right? You may need to do a different kind of manufacturing job, like you are working on that bot, right? Making sure that bot is producing and doing its thing and that it is working properly. Maybe that's it. But it's just like anything, right? You're working on a machinery, you're doing this, right? That's what it is. But yes, AI is just going to make us super efficient as well. So this is a massive wealth redistribution mechanism for corporations back to the middle class. With companies reshore manufacturing, communities revive, national security improves, supply chains become resilient, new factories create high-paying jobs. And, you know, I believe, and who knows all of the reasons and what's going on. Yeah. He's been saying that. He's been kind of for the middle class. We see it's kind of why a lot of that voting bloc moved from Democrats to the Republican side, and even some unions. You saw unions starting to support what he's been spitting, right? So, yeah, I mean, we'll see. But it is crazy out there. Yeah. But I thought that was pretty good and very, very informative. And look at this, and the gold bugs.
Gold going crazy.
It is. It's kind of crazy. It is. But tokenized gold, right? Even the gold bugs can come into crypto. Welcome, gold bugs. Yeah. But you know, this is definitely something. Tokenized gold market cap soared almost 2 billion on Thursday, rallying alongside physical gold and things like that. Trading activity also surged with weekly trading volumes of Paxos Gold and Tether Gold rising 900 and 300% respectively since Trump's inauguration. Now, that is the only ones like where you're seeing a divergent. Everything else was kind of crumbling. These ones that are gold back, these things were rising throughout you know, this pullback. So, you know, there's all kinds of things for everybody over in this space. It's very nice. It's very nice. And then this is good. Airdrops should get safe harbor. Yes, from regulations. So this is what A16Z is talking about with the head of policy, right? This is good. These are the people talking to these politicians, trying to help them write some legislation. And I agree. We love airdrops. We love MOB, and that is very important with airdrops. But the crypto industry continues its push for more favorable crypto regulations. On Thursday, April 10th, Miles Jennings, the head of the policy general counsel at venture capital A16Z, and Biden SEC's attack on crypto created perverse incentives that were detrimental to Americans. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. way back a year ago.
We do. We remember GG. Yes, we make fun. It's all good. But there you go.
Where is he now?
I don't know where he is, man. That guy, he's probably chilling. He's probably having a great time. But this is what he's talking about is proposing a safe harbor. Airdrops are a method of distributing crypto tokens to holders. Some are given out to reward engagement. Others serve as marketing tool. Still, because the SEC under GG has considered most crypto assets to be securities, its stance on airdrops has been largely negative. And I don't think we're going to have that anymore, right? This is an important feature in crypto, right? Because it is a great way for marketing and engagement, right? And that's all you want. You want people interacting with your protocols, smart contracts, all your, you know, what you're doing in your ecosystem. And that's a great thing. Good evening, Janet. Thank you. Good to see you. Janet's been crushing it with some content. She's been making some stuff. Appreciate it, Janet. But here, did you see this? This is not. I hope it's not a harbinger, but yes, Ethereum whale offloads $27 million and he's been holding for 9 years. That wallet has had activity for 9 years. Yeah.
Oof.
So yeah, that is.
Well, he got it at a good price.
Well, he did. Got it. Hey, look, that's nice, man. 9 years ago,
18,000%.
I gotta look now. I gotta look. He got me. I'm curious. 9 years ago.
9 years.
Oof, man.
Take a guess. What's your guess? Come on.
$8.
That's a good guess.
Let's see.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go a little higher. I'm gonna go $15.
Okay, so wait, what is it? We're at the 2020. Like, here we go.
5 and 3 is 17 something.
Okay, so we're all up in here. Oh, it was way more, right? But it dropped. Look, yeah, we're way off. It was in the 200s, man. Wow.
What was it? No, in 17, beginning of 17.
Oh, okay. Look at us. Look at us.
There you go, Ray.
Right there. That is something, man. Wow.
It started. The guy went 15. You went 8. We were at the beginning of New Year's for 8 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then it started to have a nice run.
That is amazing, man. I couldn't imagine.
But imagine the feeling of the people if you go back to the end of 18, being like, "That's it. That's the end of Ethereum," right?
Yeah.
And sat there and rode this out like we are now.
Right.
It was at $5,000, and now we're back here. It's never ever gonna do anything again.
Yep.
And then whammo.
Yeah.
So
just like, because look at that. What was it? It was $1,300.
$1,300. You go from this guy buying $27 million worth at, what did we say, $15,
yep.
And then it goes up to $1,300, and then it goes down, and he held strong,
right?
And watched it go up like crazy to $5,000. Which, imagine that if you pulled out at $5,000, that would be twice as much. So he'd be at $60 million instead. Yeah. But hey,
not a bad
18,000% still not chump change.
Not a bad day, right?
Yeah.
But yes, up here would have been wonderful. Would have been a wonderful day. It is crazy though,
and I doubt he's buying a yacht. He's probably buying some different cryptos for the next run.
Yeah, I remember we were all in this area. This was the good days. We got it just before that. It was DeFi.
Yeah, I got in October, November at $705 or something.
Okay, right on. That's still not bad.
I'm still happy.
Yeah.
It doesn't show on my face sometimes, but I'm still happy.
What's crazy now, it's only like double, right? Double, little over double.
Yeah, I only doubled my money.
Yep, crazy, man. Crazy. Yep, sorry, we spent a little time on that, but that was interesting. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yep.
A whale is out. He's out. So good. He realized his profits, and I wonder what he's moving into. That's what's amazing about blockchain, everybody, is it's transparent. You can literally follow that wallet, unless he went to a centralized exchange. So yeah, check it out. And this is awesome. Apex sent this. Good stuff. An alien CryptoPunk just sold for 4,000 ETH. That was $6.1 million US. Yeah. The seller bought it a year ago for 4,500. So he took a hit, just a 500 ETH loss. Not a big deal. But adjusted for ETH price, the seller took a loss, 10 million. So that's a hit. That's definitely
that is. He probably needs a tax write-off.
You do? Yes. You should definitely.
That's what I need a tax write-off. What did I lose money on?
It is. That's probably what you're talking about, right? It is. Got a couple days. It's a good one. Crazy. But yeah, very hey, you can't complain. It's all good. And then you got the SEC approving options trading on Ethereum ETFs. Yeah.
There you go.
There are definitely, let me see. I got something on this. Here, hold on. Yes, there we go.
Maybe that whale's out buying options.
He could be. Yes. The SEC has given the green light for options trading on Ethereum spot ETFs, allowing major financial institutions like BlackRock, Fidelity, Bitwise to offer regulated options on the Ethereum funds. Yeah. So it matters because it represents a significant step in Ethereum's integration with the traditional financial system, potentially attracting substantial institutional capital and providing sophisticated risk. Yeah. And it is like those guys, they like that stuff. They're into the leveraging. Yes. So
Yeah.
it puts Ethereum on the equal footing with Bitcoin in the institutional landscape. That's a big deal. And then options tradings allow investors to hedge positions, generate income through strategies like covered calls, and speculate with limited risk. So yes, it's good towards a new era, Ethereum. So we'll see. This is the big deal that's coming up here, and this is the Ethereum Petra upgrade. Now I know everybody doesn't like all this kind of wonky techie stuff, but I want to give you some points of what's literally happening here, because it's a big deal. It does help, but the Petra upgrade is set to launch in April, which is this month sometime, and bringing transformative changes to staking landscape in Ethereum, right? So the big deal, and I don't know exactly. Let me see on Kirigo. So the big deal is, you validators will be able to stake up to 2,048 ETH, and that's up from 32. Seriously, yes.
Nice. That's the
big jump. Yeah. Dramatically reducing operational costs, and that's a big benefit. So the cool thing, and this is maybe, like I said, not a lot of us understand or know what's going on here, but it gives a thing called auto compounding. Auto compounding will automatically reinvest staking rewards if it's below 2,048 ETH, right? This all had to be manual. You had to do another 32 ETH. Now to do another, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Right.
So partial withdrawals allow stakers to access some of their funds without exiting completely, because that's another thing that you had to do, right? If you were going to take some reward, you had to unstake, do all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
The upgrade was originally scheduled for March. It got pushed back to this month, but this could democratize access to staking and potentially increase Ethereum's staking ratio. So the big thing, like I said, is compounding, where it allows you to do that without unstaking, and now you're up to this level here. So there is some cool things happening with Ethereum, and it needs it, because it has been like a dead duck, man.
Well, once the regulations come in and staking's allowed, or how the rules are set, then Ethereum's gonna perk up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Institutions, man.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So this is, and this is is getting spooky. Sam Altman, we have a greatly improved memory in ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
It can now reference all your past conversations.
Yep.
This is a surprisingly great feature, in my opinion. And it points at something we are all excited about: AI systems that get to know you over your life. They get to know you and become extremely useful and personalized. And it rolls out today for pro users, and soon for I'm a pro. It knows me. Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go. Hold on, we got stuff. Steve,
It's just like Alexa listens to you.
Alexa,
Now your AI is going to be listening.
your smart home. That's correct. Happy Thursday, monsters. Good to see you, steve. Thank you for joining us. Base memes are going to go stupid. That's what I'm talking about. Base. So it is. It's kind of going to go bonkers over there, man. Base is one to look at. But thank you. Good stuff. But this is, he says, you can, of course, opt out of this or memory altogether. And you can use temporary chat if you want to have conversations that won't use or affect memory, right? Mm-hmm. Again, of course, I think this is very useful at the beginning, right? It is, if you're going ongoing. But again, going forward, we'll see. But that's why this next piece that we're going to talk about, this is why all of this stuff is very important, everybody. There are things happening everywhere. There are people trying to get this board, this game, dialed in. So I think it's more safe to use. Yeah. So the main thing, and this is important because you're going to see some cool things right around this space here. Trust is a missing layer between AI and blockchain, right? And the big thing with that is agents can operate independently to trade assets. It can do all that. And seriously, if you start giving it access to your wallets, doing all this thing, it can do these things independently, and that could be very, be very good for you, because I know I don't look at charts all day. I know I don't do technical analysis, right? But these things can be programmed and run on their own to do that. They can help govern DAOs, right? And execute complex DeFi strategies without human intervention, right? Let me get back up there. Where does it say?
So you really got it. If you're going to turn your AI into your trading bot, then you have to have AI as secure as your wallet.
Yes, it is.
Does it address that?
That's what we're going to get into. The biggest challenge is creating verifiable on-chain identities. Okay, it's huge, right? Because seriously, these things gotta communicate. Sometimes to each other, they gotta verify whatever. Think about when you're talking about hospitals and giving your medical records to a certain doctor. These are all would be AIs, not a person. Yeah, so your on-chain identities for these agents to prevent fraud and abuse is going to be extremely important. And that's what we're talking about. I think that's where you're going to get some incredible check technology, right? To make this a safer, and we used to talk about it. Remember sovereign wallets and all this kind of stuff, especially for us individual as people, yes, but also for these AIs, yeah. Financial experts warn without proper safeguards, AI could magnify existing vulnerabilities in crypto. Right? Imagine like bots gaming airdrops. They're going to be able to maybe do that. Yeah. Or draining a DeFi protocol. So right there, what I have highlighted, verifiable on-chain identities will simplify AI to human and AI to AI interactions. This is a huge deal, and I'm emphasizing this. It's a big deal, and like I said, interesting times we live in. And you're in a great area. This is and I pulled it up. I'm not going to go through this because this is a big old press release. But this is, and I'm not, again. Well, you can't buy the token anyway, but you can be a part of, get rewards and all this. This hasn't even launched yet, but it goes along what we were kind of just talking about. This is called Initverse, and it shined at the Hong Kong Web3 Festival. Leading next generation of Web3 infrastructure with privacy and innovation. Yeah? What you got there, Steve? Let's see. If very many people use AI to trade in crypto and stocks, will there be a huge swings in markets? I mean, not all AIs are going to think the same, Steve. And then, like I said, there's always the wild cards. No one could have known, like yesterday, that Trump was just going to say, hey, 90 days, we're going to pause tariffs, right? There's always going to
I bet you Don Jr. knew.
Don Jr., yes. Well, he did get, you saw he gave like a 3-hour advance notice, right? He said, it's a good time to buy stocks.
It's a good time to buy, right? Because I just placed my order.
Yeah. He's crazy, man. This is wild. We live in a wild time.
Yeah.
But this Initverse, yeah? And like I said, I'm going to go over there. This is their site, right? And I'm not going to go out, like I said, the tokens aren't out, and I can show you how you can do that. But again, and I do not know what any of this is brand new. Okay, so don't be asking acronyms and what that means. Yeah, but this innovation allows AI models to operate directly on encrypted data without ever seeing the underlying information. Okay, it doesn't even need to see it. Potentially solving one of the biggest challenges in both AI and blockchain, maintaining privacy while enabling advanced computational things. Yeah. And then, Initverse and this TFHEVM technology creates a fully functional decentralized computing environment that maintains privacy. That's what they say, man. It's kind of crazy. This breakthrough has major implications for sensitive industries like healthcare and finance, where data privacy is paramount. Their modular architecture separates the base layer, privacy computing layer, and AI services layer. So it's all kind of separate. The AnyCloud service provides dynamic resources scaling, ensuring applications remain responsive during high traffic. Yeah. And then it's got this thing that's fully homomorphic Ethereum virtual machine. So I'm just telling you about these things, right? It might be cool to look at some of this. And like I said, this is not out, right? To receive any tokens created in any wallet, currently several wallets support, and one of them is MetaMask. At your own risk, everybody. I do not know this code, but it caught my attention. They were, like I said, at the Hong Kong Web3 Festival. They were one of the main speakers, and this is an interesting thing because the token is coming soon, right? It's just not out. So you can do it by mining, right? And there's going to be soon, right there, coming to central exchanges and decentralized exchanges. So if you want to get in early or something, you can do it through this by interacting with them or by mining. But I just thought that was a pretty cool project and good for people that are trying to solve that. That's a big problem, man. And you're going to see it and within a year, everybody. This like we are all dealing with like very kind of these chat bots, and they're not all that impressive right now. A couple of years ago, we were all like, yeah, man, look at this token back to me. But it's really not. It's not all that, whatever. But there is very cool with graphics, videos. There's a lot of cool things that are doing. But man, in the next 6 months to 12 months, this is going to be very, very crazy. That's why we showed you the little Kawasaki robot horse. Did you see that, Tim?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw it.
That's crazy, right? That's good. Yep. So you're going to see humanoids, these androids, these robots. They are all going to be on the streets. They're going to be in your restaurants. They're going to be in your house. So get prepared, get ready, because it's happening. It's kind of wild, and you're right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it. Kind of wild, pretty amazing. Glad where we're at. Oh, you got it up. You're battling.
I'm ready. Yeah, we got it working. They're on round 4 already in this. What's going on now?
Cool beans. I mean, I'll pull it up.
So if you want to set it up, we'll. There
right
we go.
On. Oh, look at them. They just got the. I'm glad the storm stopped too. All right.
Jump on in there.
Yeah, let me get in there.
Yeah, you remember March of the Wooden Soldiers?
No, is that a movie?
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie. It's it's Laurel and Hardy movie from when I was a kid. So obviously those two guys were working way back when.
Right.
But yeah, it's all about what was it? The Toyland, right? And but they built Santa came and put in an order for wooden soldiers, and they made 6-foot soldiers instead of he said he wanted 600 1-foot soldiers, and they made 100 6-foot soldiers. And he's like, I can't deliver a 6-foot soldier to the, and so it's a big thing. I can't believe you never saw the movie. It's on every holiday season.
I've never. What's it called again? March
of the Wooden Soldiers.
Never seen it. Nope.
Oh, it's amazing.
I got to check it out now. Lauren Hardy. Yeah. So it's funny too. It's got to be funny.
Oh, it's old school funny.
Apex says, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, tomorrow is Friday.
Oh, he had to remind me of that. I didn't want to know that.
Tomorrow's not Friday the 13th, is it?
No, tomorrow is the 11th.
It is Friday the 11th. Apex lower. That's what he's saying. I don't know. He's making jokes over there. Yeah, it's not April 1st. It's not April Fool's Day, man. But yes, Tim, that's your second 1920s reference. We try and go to the future. Oh, that's funny. Is that no? It can't be that old, right? 1920s, probably the 40s and 50s. Yeah.
I have no idea when it was made, but I've been watching it since I was a tiny kid.
Okay, right on. Per Grok ETH EVM, think of it like a super secure calculator that can crunch numbers without ever seeing them unencrypted, all while being compatible with Ethereum's existing tools and smart contracts. Love it, Night Owl. Dropping knowledge. That's what I'm talking about. And it is. You was crazy. That's one of those things I was all trying to be up in. That Pepe coin was supposed to rotate and get you, and I'm still in there. I'm still stake. They've been delaying. But based AI, that's literally another thing that what you're talking about there, right there, Night Owl. That's something that they were solving as well, right? Is this thing with AI not seeing the actual data because of people's, IP and all that stuff. Makes laughing. Yeah, you had me going, man. That's it. But we got a battle. Oh,
there we go. New battle just opened up.
New battle.
Jump in there.
Let's get
go,
it.
Friends.
We got to get some good chill music.
Battle music. Battle music.
Yeah, battle music. Here we go. Right on.
There we go.
All right. Battle up. Get your up. Hope you're doing your daily task, everybody. And ranking up. You got to rank up. It's very, very important. Trying to tell you. Here we go.
Round three.
Round three. It is. We should just go with that. I don't know why I've been struggling with saying what
sessions and whatever. Oh, it says it in the app. Round three starting in whatever. I don't know why you have to argue with that.
I was going with quarters. Quarters.
Quarters is a drinking game.
Well, and it's not quarters. It's a fifth, right? There's five, so it can't be a quarter. That's what Scott called me out. FOMO never heard of it.
Right there at the bottom. What's it say? Round four starts.
It does. There you go. But FOMO said he never heard. I used to play like in Little League, PAL, PAL. I was like, we used to have fifth quarter. You never heard of fifth quarter?
No. Overtime?
It's not overtime. It was like so if you're in the team leagues, yeah. The number one team are out there playing the real game, and then the backups that don't get to play that much.
Yeah.
They're doing what's like a practice quarter,
fifth
right?
quarter. Okay, I get it.
At the end of the game,
Right.
Coaches are on the field, just trying to help. But like a scrimmage, it's a scrimmage.
Yep.
But yeah, you never heard of it. Yeah, jamborees, right? Yeah, jamboree. No jamboree?
I've heard of scouting jamborees. Yeah.
No, well, it was when you're, again, this is football, but you're playing only a half. But there's eight football teams there all together.
Oh, here they do round robins.
Okay.
So you play a quarter one team, and you do a quarter a different team, and a quarter a different team.
Yeah.
So,
And we call them jamboree. Okay.
They do the round robins with short.
Yeah, right on. There we go. We're there. 30 seconds, everybody. Keep it going. There it is. Oh, let me get another one. Get another one ready to go. Now let's there it is. There you go.
That's a good one.
We know how Catch likes that one. Battle up.
It's two. You setting up a job, or are we gonna battle again?
Yeah, we should battle one more.
One more battle. Where's my battle cry?
It's battle!
One more battle, and we'll have a good job. Battle again.
Here we go.
Right on.
Let the battle begin!
Hey, I've been hearing a lot of people tell me I have to watch the Black Mirror. Is that is that what it's called? Wait.
What? I don't know that one.
Hold on.
What?
Let me see. Let me make sure I'm saying it right. Let me make sure. The Black Mirror. You ever heard of the Black Mirror?
Never heard of that one.
Huh.
Kind of out of the loop on TV though.
Right. Yeah, I think a Netflix series.
No, I'm still watching Reacher on Netflix. I think.
Even Elon was tweeting about it. Reacher. Is that what you said? Reacher?
Reacher, yeah.
I don't know that one.
That's with the hulking guy, you know, goes around beating everybody up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
No, I'm seriously way out from that stuff. Oh look, there you go. Fifth Quarter is also a pretty good movie about a local family here. Right on. I did not know that. Good stuff. Thank you, Jason.
Oh, I got a fun fact about movies. You should be able to find it now on the internet, whatever service you use, and I think it was on Apple TV for a while. But the movie Lost on a Mountain in Maine. The movie is produced by Sylvester Stallone, Balboa Productions. It is it's based on a true story about a boy who was lost on a mountain in Maine for 9 days, ended up walking 80 miles, and had, you know, the National Guard out searching for him, all this kind of stuff. Here's the fun fact. His house in the movie is my house in New York.
Is it really?
It was filmed at my family house in upstate New York.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it's wild. For the first 5 minutes of the movie, there's all these home scenes, you know, before they go on they're at home, you know, doing whatever.
Yeah.
And the outside of the house, the inside of the house was filmed somewhere else, but all the outdoor scenes of the house and a couple of scenes of him trekking through the woods and whatever, that's all on our property in the Catskills.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. And I watched it, and not because I enjoyed the movie. It was a good movie and based on a true story. Really incredible kid, how he survived. Good movie, well produced, you know, fun, but extra special for us because it was our house. So
yeah,
very cool.
That is very cool. Wow.
But that was out exclusively on Apple for a while, and now has hit other services. So
did you see
Lost
that
on a Mountain in Maine?
Wow, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That was. Did you see there was a recent story about that? There was I mean, he was a kid, like a toddler, not even a toddler, a kid, a baby, right, in diapers in Michigan, and he was out in just his diapers in a ditch, and they had to use the FLIR system, a helicopter with the radar,
right,
and that was the only way that they found it because he was growing. He was growing in this ditch, just laying there trying to keep warm. And they directed the police. That just happened. It was this week sometime.
Wow,
that's crazy. Yeah, my man's got some tough skin.
Yeah, that's pretty good for a little toddler.
Yeah,
back then, and this was like in 1930s or something. So everything's all old school. They came and transformed the house into like.
Wow.
It's not a special house anyway. It's a pretty old house. It's 100 years old. So they didn't have to do too much to it. But, you know, they added, old light fixtures and, the old time tricycles and stuff like that. It's just really cool to see it all vintaged up.
Yeah,
and it was pretty cool.
Man.
So,
yeah.
Fun movie. Worth a watch.
Yep. Never seen it, but that's cool, man. Let me get a job.
Do it.
Get a job.
The job. Doing the job. Now that's the reason.
That's the reason.
Let's just do this job.
Let me get it. Gotta get it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, you know, we never did the
Oh, is it doubles? Look at Night Owl. That's what I'm talking about.
There it is.
Doubles.
Look at that. In the last one, Rick, Suzuki B, Dan, Crypto Dan, Ray of Light coming in, Crypto Buffy B, Gimme Sugar, Crypto Quest, Lou, and then Howcash bringing up the rear with Jamie right behind. Nice.
Right on.
Comes the job. And
Great job,
right there. I need a job.
Get you a good comment, interact, engage. All right, we'll go with let's see.
JOB. That's it. Putting that one in there.
JOB.
That was doubles. That was yeah. Look at that.
Right on.
912 on my first time around there. I'm out of practice. There we go. First one I did 1,000. Wile E. Coyote. You mentioned him last night.
It was.
Looking for a job.
All right, here we go. Jobs up. Get to work. Whoop, whoop. There we go.
See, go to work.
Work, work, work.
Make sure you got the right connected account. Let's see. Coins running anti-aging. Wrong account. There we go. Let's go. There it is.
Yeah.
And don't forget to hit the like. And then the new thing is we don't do the reposting until after.
What?
The reposting, we do that after?
Yeah, just until it gets close, right? I mean, it just helps with the job to stay up. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Let's see. There it is. I'm going to go back to the go to work, see who's working here. I'm working here. Apex, Night Owl, Raylight, Jason, Comfy, Boardpack, Susie QB, Sid, Martinez, 2, Outcash, of course, Crypto, Lou, Kimby, My Crypto Quest, Crypto Dan, Jamie, Floor, Robin, Crypto Buffy B, and Rick. Let's go, people. Share it out. Get your friends involved. I like it. I like the steel drums.
Yeah, right?
Timer's 5 out of 20. We got 20 out of 32 so far on the likes.
We're getting there.
Let's go, people. Share this into the... $3,338,380 up for grabs.
Up for grabs.
Where'd it go? Come on, where's the refresh? There it is. That's when I said
Start
it.
of the battle. We're close. We're getting there.
038. Yeah. $24 workers. Come on, people. Get your friends. Battling again.
Battle, I know. Battle with warriors.
Now's the time to battle with your friends.
Rumbling out there.
You got to pull your mic in if you want to say anything.
It's rumbling out there.
29 to 32. We're halfway on the timer, so it's no big deal. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
We should make it. Share it out. Share it out. If you want the loot.
Get the loot. Get the loot.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Haven't heard that one in a while.
It's been a bit. Yeah.
What's with your mic fighting with you tonight?
It does, but it's spring loaded. It's spring loaded. I got the
It's, like,
spring.
it's reminding me of Rock'em Sock'em Robot just hitting you. That
It's tight. It's tight. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, we hit the repost.
Here we go. Dogs are going nuts out there.
6 battlers. Gimme Sugar coming in first place. Look at that. Paid out.
Paid out.
Everybody gets 115,104.
Not bad.
Nice.
Not bad.
Let's claim it.
Claim it up.
Claim
And then,
it up.
Get your daily test.
115. Boop. Where'd it go? Loading. Tasks. Come on now. There we go. Make it rain.
Claiming the mob.
Boom. There they go. Ooh.
Yes.
Gold coins everywhere. Boost the mob. Nice.
Look at that. You get one
Man.
bolt. You get one bolt just for interacting. That's good stuff.
Boom.
Tasks.
Got another one. And
And another one.
where's my friends down here? Oh, I'm falling off the list here. What happened? There we are.
Yeah.
Throw a little something at that. So stay near the top. And of course, gotta claim it.
Yep.
Where are the other tasks though?
Oh,
How do I get back to tasks?
You got to go back to like the main menu. Go to home, and then there you go.
Where'd they go? There it is.
And then you can go down the line.
That's what I hit the first time.
Hey, and if you haven't seen the mob, there's some great videos. It'd be cool. Everybody you can use and do some cool things with that. All these amazing video tools that we have at our disposal. It's great to create content. I'm telling you.
Where are the video tools?
Where the video?
Access to them?
Hedra? Yeah, I mean all the AI.
Oh, you don't have them linked up in here though.
Oh no, I'm just
Yeah.
well in the mob. Mob Father's been dropping some cool stuff, man.
The links in there. Gotcha.
And I'm just saying you can take that audio and do some cool things with that. Everybody, very simple with something like Hedra, right?
Mhm.
You can make a cool character and upload the audio, and you got a pretty cool, awesome video. Right on. All right, I got my daily tasks. Excellent stuff. Power it is. Me too, Jason. So it's blinking. Yeah, getting a lot of lightning, brother. Ray, I've noticed the past week or so, viewers. Yes, we've been getting some boost. Yeah, no, I think people are paying attention, man. I think Mob has helped greatly, John. And like I said, getting more active on X, doing some things. Yeah, and like I said, I just think it's a good time to be in our ecosystem, John. And but a lot of stuff, like I said, it's been. But the main thing I would say, definitely, without a doubt, John, is what Mob's doing. Yeah, because like I said, Apex has been getting crazy active, and that's an awesome thing. And anybody, all you got to do is kind of just check it out, what he's doing, and he's getting a lot of engagement, and it's awesome. He's going to be I think, what is it to be monetized? I think it's only 5 million views in 3 months, right? And that's just views, everybody. It's not comments, not likes. 5 million views in 3 months is very doable, and now that would make you monetized. Yeah, but yeah, I would absolutely like I said, give it a lot to the Mob, John. And then, like I said, yeah, I've been getting a little more active as well. But thank you for asking, brother. Yeah,
Nice.
right on. And appreciate y'all. Great stuff. Thanks for joining me, Tim.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, right.
It's fun being here.
It is. It is. Well, we got some good stuff, man. And yeah, keep it plugged in. You're not gonna want to. Don't miss anything. All right.
Don't miss the dips.
Don't miss the dips. That's correct.
Get in.
There was a big one, and don't be scared with all that stuff. Yeah.
That's right. That's why they make fear green.
That's right. Tim just showed me. That's
Awesome.
great. Green. That's right. All right, everybody. I appreciate you, and happy Thirsty Thursday. Keep battling. Keep getting your rank up, and we'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow on Friday. Yeah. Have a good one, and appreciate y'all. So.
Sit back with the stack of my cash and my crew, ready to grind, cause you know what we do. Building up a stack, pushing through the code. Since day one, we've been breaking the mold. Creating this movement is more than a game. MOB's the family, you're mistaking our claim. Every tap, every job, it's a step we all take. Growing stronger together with each move that we make. But at least have the decency to see we out here grinding and making history. No distractions, just pure dedication. We're revolutionizing this digital nation. And no, I don't know you a flipping thing. With a Mama B, what we're here to bring. Innovation, domination across every platform in the streets, on the chain. We're bringing